All right. Hello, everyone. Let's see how quick Bastel is. Hello.
Hi again.
Long time no see.
Okay.
It's been 15 minutes. I've missed you.
Roughly, yes. Um, have you understood the sixth map correctly?
I had to read through it a few times, but yes.
Okay. So, since I encountered that map in the French tournament that Orpheus mentioned,
Mhm.
so I'm a bit familiar with how it's supposed to work. It feels a bit like these map with Equilibre
Yeah.
in the usual league season. So
Mm,
I think that as long as are you a decent player in these kind of modes?
I would like to say no.
Okay,
It
because
depends.
I hate them.
I hate them too, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm not good at them. It just depends on the locations. What I
Okay.
struggle with sometimes is really determining, you know, how accurate is it? Like, is it actually the exact same latitude, or is it
Mm,
just, am I maybe like half a degree off or something like that? And trying to pinpoint with that mostly
mm.
is what I
Well, I
struggle with.
suppose that in moving maps, there might be some kind of small deviations because otherwise the location would be too simple or too difficult. But
Hmm.
in no moving games, it feels like it should be
It
precisely
should be,
the
yeah.
same location, since it's way easier to find something which is not 5Kable.
Yeah. True. Actually, I haven't thought of that. They're not supposed to be 5Kable, so that makes it
Mm.
interesting.
Well, everything is supposed not to be 5Kable, but there are still plenty of players who manage to make some 5Ks during these
Yeah,
tournaments, so
I've
we'll
had
see.
some 5Ks here and there.
And I did as well. Okay, and so I opened the document for the player 2,
Yes,
by the way.
I open player one. Nice.
Okay,
Good thinking.
and the farewell challenges are
Yes.
online.
Are you just taking player two there as well then?
Yep,
Okay.
I will take the player 2 for.
Yeah. So just for in summary, we're more than 10,000 kilometers apart from each other, right? For this one.
Yep.
And probably so there's not going to be anything to help each other out
Yeah, I'm
majorly.
expecting some stuff like South Africa, Australia, and or something like
Yeah.
that.
I did play around with the ruler a bit on Google Maps earlier, just trying to check where 10,000 kilometers is roughly. And I did find out at least that from like the southern tip of South Africa, 10,000 kilometers takes you into Europe and is around the line of Denmark, in
Hmm,
terms of north-south. So you'd have to be
interesting.
north from Denmark if one's in South Africa and the other's in Europe. Um,
Interesting.
and
Okay.
from New Zealand, it's roughly to like Thailand
Hmm,
and
okay.
Japan, sort of like northern Japan though. So again,
Okay.
probably not southern Japan. But those are very, very specific. Probably won't be helpful, but I did a few checks.
At least it's interesting to check what could happen, because
Yeah.
I didn't. I'm coming into this map without any knowledge at all of what kind of location we'll have. So,
Yeah.
okay, at least it's interesting to represent what kind of distance 10,000
Mhm.
kilometers might be. Okay, well, if you're ready, then I am as well.
Okay. Then we'll start in three, two, one, go. And I am seeing. Oh, that's interesting. Japan, I want to say.
Tasmania
Okay.
for me.
Okay. Tasmania, Japan. I believe that given what I said earlier about New Zealand
Hmm.
and Japan, I think Tasmania is, if anything, going to be closer than New Zealand to Japan. So I would like to believe that I'm fairly northern.
Yep, and by the way, I feel like I'm close from the location I mapped in the
Also,
Australian
though,
solo seeds.
also though,
Like,
maybe it's not Japan. I'm getting weirded out by the car. I have a white car,
mm,
and it's not
oh,
low cam, so it's like,
ah,
but
uh,
I'm seeing like I'm pretty
All
sure
right.
that's a Japanese pole plate.
Okay. But it's not locam, are you sure?
It's not locam. I'm 100% sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Um, could this be some kind of eastern, full eastern Russia? Do you have
with
any? Which kind of clue would lead you to Japan?
kanji.
Well, so
But I mean,
only other possibilities would be yeah, some kind of weird Taiwan or Malaysia, but
yeah, I think
it's too
Taiwan's
close.
it's got to
It
be too
doesn't fit.
close.
Yep. So I think that you should stick with Japan,
I'm so
northern
confused by
Japan.
this. I'm going for some weird island probably, or I
Yeah,
don't know. It doesn't look like an island. I'm so confused by this. Here,
understandable. I don't have the precise location for me,
are
by the
you are
way.
you sure you're in Taiwan? In Tasmania?
Tasmania, 100%
Okay.
sure. I have the olive possum guard.
Well, let's see. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah,
Um.
exactly. Tasmania. I was in New Zealand. Okay.
Okay. Well,
And
that.
by the way, Kratsu managed the 5K on my location. Nice
Hello,
one.
Fluffus.
But
Thank you.
okay. I was so baited, but yeah, I suppose that's why they mapped these kinds of stuff. But okay, I had a wooden pole which was an olive color, and there was some kind of possum railguard which wasn't precisely olive, but it was a different a color which was close to that, and it was Gen 2. So all the conditions for Tasmania were reunited, and since there was a body of water on the south, I felt pretty confident, but it wasn't at all the case. So sorry.
Was Korean, by the way. I just couldn't see it clearly
Hmm.
from that angle.
Okay, so it wasn't a Kenji. Okay.
Yeah, it was
Ah.
hard to tell, and with your
Yes.
confidence on Tasmania, I was kind of just like, South Korea is definitely too close. Let me actually check,
If
because
you,
I think that's
yeah,
definitely cutting it close. Where were you in New Zealand?
without mentioning the in New Zealand where I was,
Yeah.
I was near Picton, which is west of Wellington.
Ooh, that's pretty far north, actually. Ah,
Yes.
it's pretty much on the dot, exactly 10,000 kilometers.
Oh, come on. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
They
Well, I
they they
suppose that the
meant it when they
10,000
said just
were.
more. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Sure.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
Then three, two, one, go.
Mhm.
Somewhere in Europe, probably Italy, actually. 90%
This looks
confident.
like US for me.
Okay. Uh, Probably not too far eastern then for you.
Yep, I was thinking about some West Coast state, but
Yeah, that would definitely make sense.
uh, it's hilly, but not with huge mountains, but
Yeah,
pretty decent hills.
I've got
At
some.
the moment, I would be in California, I think.
Okay, yeah, I've got some winter coverage in Italy. Yeah, I can't really tell where exactly it would be. It feels more central or slightly northern, but not like Alps northern. More
Hmm.
so kind of, Florence Mountains, maybe a little bit
Okay,
further south. That kind of area.
I see. Well, now I'm trying to look for a decent lake in California, but mm,
Yeah,
won't
so
be
is
easy.
that moment where you got to pretend you have any chance of finding where exactly you are.
Well, sometimes you end
Sometimes
up
it
finding
works,
something.
yes. Sometimes it
But
does.
yeah, I'm not even sure that it is California, so
I mean,
just trying to pretend as much as possible. Yes.
you've only got a couple thousand square kilometers to check. It's no deal. Got a whole 23 seconds left.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, I think I'm sticking with that. I don't really know. It's a decent hedge.
Well, I don't have more to try, so Yeah, but this might be disappointing.
Oh,
644 kilometers.
it was San Marino. Okay.
Well, yeah, I suppose that Orpheus made this kind of
It's interesting, but no,
shiny location
no one
since he has
else.
a San Marino
Yeah,
flag.
okay, that makes sense. Yeah, but no one else got it.
Okay.
At least from what I can see so far. I mean, I can only see 3 people, and there might have been some who were further away in the first location that
Mm,
got this one. But I was close, 68 kilometers.
nice, really nice. Yeah, I'm too far north of California, and I feel like I will be easily beaten by players plonking middle.
Mm,
Like I'm too far north, and it is near Santa Barbara,
okay.
west of Los
Yeah.
Angeles. So,
Mm,
okay, I'm ready.
okay, then 3, 2, 1, go.
India.
Well, it's looking at my location, thinking, what do you mean, India? Yeah, okay. I think I might be in Botswana, maybe?
Hmm. Come on, it's just a single
Or South
bridge, and there's
Africa.
nothing to see for me. It's going to be so awful.
Hmm. It's a bit weird. I think, like, do you know that border road
Hmm.
in like Botswana, South Africa to the southwest? It
Yes.
reminds me a bit of that general area, but I don't think it's quite that because I think that road is mountainous and this
The
isn't.
the the border road between Botswana and South Africa,
Yes.
the A20,
Yes.
it's not mountainous at all.
No?
I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
I don't think so. I had it recently, and maybe was it on a specific section in which it was flat, but I don't think it was.
Maybe I was thinking of a different road. I think it was a border road, but maybe not that one then. All right, I might stick it somewhere around there then.
I'll try to find a super big delta in India where you would have a humongous vertical bridge. Yeah,
Mm.
easy task.
The last time I had a humongous bridge in India on a location in this tournament, the bridge was, well, the river wasn't on a map. So that was fun.
Okay.
Good luck.
I feel like it's quite green. I'll trying to look for something, but
I hope I'm not on the wrong continent or something.
well, I can't end up on the wrong continent. It's really India camp, but
Okay.
I can still mess up. Oh, come on. 1,839 kilometers. It's like the full northeast India in like that location must have been uploaded to Street View since like 7 days.
Nice.
Yeah, obviously.
Mm,
Come on.
I am annoyed.
Why?
It was a Botswana South Africa border road, but it wasn't the A20. It was the
Mm-hmm.
white road just east of Bokspits.
Ah, yeah, okay, I see what you mean. That was the to me the A20 does not go towards this one. Okay.
Yep.
So you're kind of far from it, even though you had the right idea. I see.
Yes. That's why I'm annoyed.
I can understand.
Which road was I
Well,
thinking about?
I feel like with 910 points, I'm still beating several players.
All right, that's good.
So, well, I don't know if that's the sum of our scores or each one
I think it's the sum.
separately, which so I don't think it will matter that much.
We'll see.
But
We'll see.
okay.
All right,
Well,
ready?
at least I know where you can find it was the Brahmaputra river. I had the feeling that it's basically the only river in India that I know that can be as huge, but I wasn't even knowing where it was flowing.
Hmm.
I just forgot that it was passing through Bangladesh, so that might have helped. But
Hmm.
I don't know if I would have dared place my pin anywhere near northeast of Bangladesh, since I basically think that there is almost no coverage. But
Yeah, that one round I
this
was
assertion
talking.
tends to be wrong.
Yeah, that one round I was talking about earlier, by the way, was between Bangladesh and Bhutan as well. That
Mm.
India round. So
Yeah, okay.
Orpheus clearly likes that area of India.
Well, bridges over Brahmaputra are quite huge given how big the river is. So
Mm.
I can understand why it's interesting for a mapper.
All right,
Um,
ready?
I'm ready.
Then 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm in Kenya.
Okay, I believe I'm in Brazil. And I want to say like Accra, Rondonia, something like that. Northwestern. Kenya, you said, right?
Yes. I feel like I'm west of Kenya. Like there is a
Okay.
big body of water to my left. I'm in fact surrounded by water, so I might be just in the middle of the Kisumu or something like that, the Lake Victoria, close to that.
Hmm. I'm gonna look for a river and a bridge.
Mhm.
Hmm. It's not here. It's too big. That's not the right direction. That doesn't have a curve. I'm not happy with these bridges.
I hear that. By the way, I'm not super happy with my location as well. It looks fairly pinpointable, and I don't find what I like. Unless it's some kind of bait and we're surrounded by water in somewhere else in Kenya, but except of Lake Victoria, I really don't see where it could be.
No, I can't find a bridge that fits.
Yeah, same for me.
Ah.
38 kilometers. Oh, come on.
Okay.
It didn't. Oh, I thought that we were at the end of something, but it wasn't the case at all. Okay, interesting. But I'm fairly close.
I'm not that close, I guess. Okay.
How far were you from the location?
1,593 kilometers.
Ah, okay.
It was
Which state was it?
north of Manaus. The location.
Yeah, difficult. Yeah, if you could have the Amazonian rainforest meta, but it was still quite some distance.
Mm.
It's quite big.
Let me actually
Just a moment before.
Okay.
Yes.
Take you a moment because I want to check as well the distance to Kenya from there. Just out of curiosity. You said near Lake Victoria, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. About
My location is
10,400 kilometers. Not particularly
yeah.
close.
It's always some kind of 10,000 kilometers, I guess.
Mm.
So where were your first 4 rounds? You had a round in Manaus,
You expect me
north
to
of
remember?
Manaus.
No, it was northeastern South Korea.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was Italy in San Marino, actually, southern San Marino.
Yes.
And then it was border between Botswana, South Africa, near Boxspitz, yes.
And then you end up in Brazil. Okay.
Yes. So I'm missing
So you
North
had
America.
North America or
Oceania, technically.
Oceania.
I
Yes.
think North America is more likely.
Yes, and from my side, I got New Zealand.
You're missing
Between the
Europe,
two
right?
islands. Yes, I don't think I have any European rounds. I got New Zealand, I got Kenya, I got. I'm already forgetting. I got US, I got California.
Yep. India and Kenya.
I got India. Yes. So US, India, New Zealand, Kenya. Yep. No Europe, no Russia.
I'm calling Russia for you, I was about to say.
Yeah, US Russia could be
I'm
a big
I'm
possibility.
calling Canada Russia or Mexico Russia. One of the two.
Okay, we'll see. Okay,
Okay.
are you ready?
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go. That's
Not at all.
not at all.
I feel like this looks.
I'm gonna say Indonesia for me.
Okay. Well, I have some red soil kind of Cambodia-like with a white car, no antenna. Could this be
Cambodia is
some
too
really wide
close.
Bolivia?
Yeah.
Yes. So Bolivia maybe, or
Describe it again.
so it's some kind of Cambodia-like landscape. There are
Okay.
a bit of a few palm trees. Driving on the right side of the road, I have a motorcycle, red soil, white back car. Vegetation looks fairly a bit tropical, but there's not that much vegetation. And yep, a few palms, and it's quite green.
Like north of Santa Cruz, kind of area.
Yeah, but could be Bolivia. I feel like I will send in Bolivia, but
Yeah, that's what I mean by north of Santa Cruz.
hmm,
I mean, you're seeing the location. You're making your
yes,
choice.
but I'm really puzzled because I don't understand where I can be. Yeah.
I don't like. I'm pretty sure it's Indonesia because there's like a motorcycle with a back plate which I can maybe make
Do you
out.
have any
No,
region guessing for you?
no.
Okay.
I don't think there's much. It's slightly hilly. I can't even tell the soil. You can't really see it. It's grassy. Kind of feels
Okay.
eastern to me, but I don't know.
Okay, then we'll see.
Okay.
965 kilometers. It was some weird Peru on the 30C highway, which I always tend to
That
mess up
one.
since
Yeah.
it's so weird. Okay, I was really unable to understand what I was seeing. That was.
Yeah, my location was in Eastern Java, and I went West Nusa Tenggara. So it's not brilliant. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's clearly. I feel that you can beat several players on that location, but I don't feel. Yep, I ended up 9th on overall.
Okay. Yeah, we're currently in. We ended 10th on the first map.
Okay, so it's already been imported. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like we're slightly behind, so we should hurry up with the second map because the links are here.
Okay.
I mean, we don't
I
need
don't
to
know at
hurry too
which
much,
rate
but
they import. Okay, yes, and this one is the back-to-back one. Okay.
yes. Yeah, so NMTZ, different camera
Interesting.
rotation. Okay.
Yep, that one is something I can dread a bit, since if I struggle a bit to describe you some stuff, it might be costly, so I'll try to be as precise and as quick as
Do you
possible.
want me to describe first quickly so that you can then take your time describing what you see?
Okay, I'm fine with that, except if I find something that could really be helpful in first instance to help us narrow down the
Yeah,
zone.
sure. If there's
Okay.
something you really want to talk about immediately, just shut me up.
Yep. Okay. Okay, fine. Then I am ready.
Okay. Then 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, looks fairly European. I think that's Switzerland, maybe? Or Austria? You go ahead.
I feel more like a Japan from what I see.
Really?
Does Japan drive right?
No.
Yes. Okay.
I,
Nope. Okay.
I see some. Do you not have any bullets in your direction?
Bollards, red, small bollards with 80% red tint.
Okay.
We're on a curve.
Because
I see two vehicles driving right.
okay, yeah. No, it's definitely Europe.
Okay.
I have like
Um,
a very like an Austrian bollard pretty much, but it has like an orange thing on top of it.
I don't. Yes, I see what you mean, but Yes, it's full Austrian 100%. I feel like it's specific to Austria.
Okay.
We're out of it. I see a tunnel exit on the northeast. We're on a curve, and there is a big lake on our east, followed by decent mountains.
Okay.
No snow-capped mountains, but mountains.
Yeah. It's definitely not in the northeast.
Okay.
And obviously we should split up because the best score counts.
Yep.
And you said you see a lake, right?
Yes.
Is it a big lake or is it just kind of like a
Looks big. Looks big.
Okay.
On my east.
On your east.
And there is a tunnel close. I'm finding something quite decent, in fact, near Siegesbach, I'm east of Salzburg.
Okay, that's a good idea. Stay there.
South of Gmunden.
Yeah,
I found something decent.
Stay there.
I really feel like, in fact, I could be really close.
Lakes here.
We'll see.
Let's go here. I'm splitting sort of Tyrol and Vorarlberg. Yeah.
350 meters.
Nice.
Okay.
Good job.
Well, I was just looking at. I was on the. I didn't see that there was another tunnel on the south of my position. I'm a bit far north. I'm near the parking point of interest.
I probably should have told you that.
You saw a parking lot?
No, a tunnel. Continuation.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, no problem. Anyway, I'm really happy to get close to 5K.
Yep,
oh, but come on, they all. I see so many 5Ks. Okay, well, let's just not see that. And
yep,
I'm ready.
Okay, then 3, 2, 1, go.
British Columbia.
Okay, good. I see quite a big river potentially. If it is a river, it could be a lake as well. It's hard to tell, but it looks more like a big river. And some pretty tall mountains. Again, not snow-capped, but
yep,
not small.
So mountains on the west?
Yes.
Okay.
Southwest, kind of. It feels like they kind of just turn off towards the west of it.
Do we have a lake or something like that on the west?
Yeah, it could be a lake, could be a big river. It's hard to tell.
Okay. At the moment, I'm on the Trans-Canadian one. Do you think the angle could match?
It's NMPZ, so I can't tell you anything about the angle.
Yeah, but
it also the one has a lot of angles.
Road looks fairly northwest from what I can see. In front of me, there's only rock. I can see. So yeah, like a rocky hill.
Definitely could be.
But yeah, the sign I see is definitely British Columbia. So
okay, good. Can't really tell much from it either, to be honest. I might
trying to yes.
Might go for something a little more extreme, unless you have a problem with that. In like the northwest, maybe the 37 that kind of goes up into Yukon.
Okay, go on. I'm near the Kamloops Lake.
Okay.
At the moment,
it's nice and central.
Yep.
I'm kind of just
yeah, but you said that it was on your west the body photo, so it doesn't match. It doesn't match, and I don't have much ideas. Okay. 96 kilometers.
Okay, that's decent.
Okay. I'm first on the leaderboard at the moment, so really decent, in fact.
Very good.
Okay, appreciate. We'll take that. Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Okay. Then 3, 2, 1, go.
White car. And the sun is west, but not north or south.
Looks like there's yellow road lines, but other than that,
are we driving on the right side of the road?
I don't see any signs or anything like that that would tell me.
Okay. It feels to me that I'm seeing the back of the car. It's a white car, and it's on the right side of the road. White lines on the sides. yellow line in the middle. I see a tiled roof on the west.
Okay.
It doesn't feel European at all. Like I would say something like Malaysia, for instance.
Malaysia. Interesting.
I don't know. I don't know.
Like,
And on my west, there's tree-covered hills,
okay. My
and we're taking a little curve towards south.
Okay, yeah, same here actually. So it might be kind of U-turn-ish. My like purely
Okay.
based off landscape. I mean, I don't have a good idea, but the
Mhm.
vibe I was getting was kind of South American.
Mm. So, ah, um, yeah, could be, but where could it be with a white car? Could it be some kind of weird Peru again, or
Uh,
could it be Bolivia? I would really like to send some point in Malaysia,
you
actually.
totally. Uh, you go for Malaysia then, and
Yes.
I'll probably cover Peru. I can't see it being. I just wouldn't know where it would be in Bolivia.
Uh,
I don't know. That's very mountainous. Maybe not there.
oof.
No. Yep. Okay. So much for that.
Hmm. I'm sorry. I feel like I shouldn't have let you away from Bolivia. Maybe I should have just. If you look at I was oriented west.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't manage to. Yeah, but maybe that house on the with the red tiled roof
Mm,
was more South American than Asian. But yeah, I wasn't really able to sort this out.
yeah.
Ah, sorry.
No problem. No problem.
Okay, I am ready.
Okay. Then 3, 2, 1, go.
Red soil.
Yep. Uh,
This time it could be Southeastern Asia.
yeah. I see some like motorbikes over there that definitely look Southeastern Asia.
Driving on which side of the road?
No, they're in like a. They're not on the road. They're kind of parked somewhere.
Parked on the right or the left?
I'll show you later. Not relevant.
Okay.
Uh, probably Cambodia, Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
One of the
Cambodia
two.
looks fine for me. I'm seeing some wooden built houses,
Okay.
which look kind of Cambodia. They are not on stilts, but it looks Cambodian style a bit.
Mm-hmm. Road kind of
I
goes
see a single white pole.
north-ish. Yeah.
Sorry,
I see a white pole as well, which kind of has holes in it towards the top.
I can't see him from close enough.
Mm. I
At the
might,
moment, I would send in Cambodia. Yes.
yes, I might go like northeastern Cambodia on the 78.
There can also be. Could it be a scenario in which we would be in Laos?
It could be, I was thinking about it for a bit. But it would have like you don't see a car, right? It would have to be Vientiane. And
Yes.
it could be. You know what? For this
It.
tournament, it could be.
Yes.
But
I feel like it could be.
it'd have to be far outskirts Vientiane.
Yes, but do you are you
Probably.
okay if I'm sending outskirts of
Yeah,
Vientiane?
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Maybe in like like north of Ban Mai somewhere.
Ban Mai?
Like
I don't see Ban Mai.
west of Vientiane on
Okay,
the
yes,
river,
okay,
like
I
north
see.
of there.
Okay,
I feel
I'm
like
trying to send there.
there might be some
635 kilometers, okay.
333.
Okay.
Okay. Should have double
Well,
sent Cambodia. It's fine.
yeah, it's my bad. I tried to suggest some really improbable stuff. Okay. Just for the record, we had a location in Austria, a
Mm-hmm.
location in Cambodia, a location in Bolivia, and what was the last one?
You mentioned Austria, Bolivia, Cambodia, and somewhere else.
Canada. It was Canada.
All right, true. I've deleted
So,
that from memory.
um, so we could have an African round,
True. Or we could just have
or
another round in Cambodia. Who knows?
yes, yeah, probably we'll see. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, then 3, 2, 1, go. Oh god, I see the sun and nothing else.
Ah, okay. I've got tons of palms. Driving on the right side of the road. Um, yellow dotted lines on the sides of the road, and a yellow dotted line on the central side as well. Some weird pavement as well. How
okay,
to describe,
I
but
do
it feels like a metal pavement.
I do actually have something. There is a pole there, which does kind of have. I can't tell if it's holes or kind of just like those ladder poles where there is
Mm-hmm.
something carved out of it, but I can't tell if it goes through. And it kind of has like
Mm-hmm.
a weird shape at the top of it, where it's kind of like, um, I don't know what that would even be in English, but it's kind of like a triangle, and then it's like a weird bar over the top of it, and there's 3 things coming down to connect to the lines.
Mm. Yeah, okay. That's surely recognizable, but I don't know that. For me, what I'm looking at is fairly Southeast Asia, but I feel like
Yes.
the camera is oriented in a weird way, like as it was to avoid having a comet or something like that.
Yes. I
Not sure
was
if it's the same thing.
I was
Sorry?
potentially thinking India or something like that.
Mm. Doesn't look at all that like
Okay.
it's not a Gen 3 tracker, so it's not India.
Okay.
Only weird stuff I would say would be a weird Wanda. Otherwise, I would go for Malaysia. Malaysia drives on the right.
No. Left.
Okay. Okay. Any idea of
Oh,
country driving on
we
the right
drive on
side?
the right.
At the
Jesus.
moment, my point is in Rwanda, but you should really
Okay.
send something in right driving South Asian country.
I'm not. Okay. Ah.
500 and oh, come on.
Oh, that
Wow.
makes sense.
Ah, okay. Ah, come on. Yes, I didn't understand what you said to me with that description. Yes, I would have understood. And also since the driver is all masked, I couldn't see that he would look African. But yeah, we came to the conclusion that would be an African brown, but it was a super weird round. But okay, I figured some stuff correctly. Like there was definitely a huge cometer, but
Yeah.
ha, I'm really sorry. I don't have any good intuitions so far.
Well, you
And
have.
yeah, not being able to recognize that pole with your description didn't help, because I think that if I was able to see that, I would have instantly told you that it was Senegal.
All right.
It's
Well.
really it's really a country-specific pole.
Whatever. Lots of maps
Yeah.
to go.
Yes, and by the way, I think that's the very first time that I see such kind of pavement. It's really weird. But I feel like it's because it's wet as well. It looks like it looks a bit
Yeah.
different because of that.
Mm,
Yeah, okay.
okay. Bursts.
Yes. Okay, so seed 1 ending with AD on
Yes, and I
the
feel like for this one,
left.
it might be better if you just start describing what you think it is and where you think it is, and if I have any great ideas, I'll chip in.
Okay.
Or if I think you're saying something wrong
Okay,
or missing
I'll try
something, but
to be quick.
yes, okay,
Okay.
because we only have 30 seconds.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, then 3, 2, 1, go.
Albania.
Yes, I agree. Although there's only one blue stripe, right? I mean, it
Yep.
should still be, but
If it's not Albania, it's Montenegro, but
Yeah,
water on the right. I'm trying to edging on a lake, like
which one?
the Lake Ohrid. Yeah, Ohrid in Macedonia.
Okay, I'll go near Skoda then, just for the sake of it.
176. Yeah, okay, it was in Northern Macedonia.
Okay.
Could be. So, oh, come on, don't 5k this. You're making me mad.
I mean, it's not
Okay.
like there's
Yeah, there are not that many lakes.
any other
If you
lakes in North Macedonia that have coverage.
Yeah, there are basically two, Ohrid and this one.
Or it doesn't have
or
it doesn't have coverage on the west.
Yes, exactly.
So it's only that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
30 seconds is really short. I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, this time is Ziguinchor, South Senegal.
Okay.
For real.
Sure about Ziguinchor or just like general area?
In the general area, South Senegal.
Okay.
But we could be near Ziguinchor, so there is a big body of water on the north. Yeah. I'm hedging near Ziguinchor at the moment, but let's see a bridge or stuff. Oh, wow. Okay, the white car is usually South Senegal.
Okay. It is the Pink Lake. Okay.
Yeah, well, there are so many pink lakes.
Okay.
Which are not really pink in the end, but okay, interesting meta. I'm ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Low cam?
Yeah, but what would that mean?
Sri Lanka?
Ooh.
It looks like either Sri Lanka or Philippines to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Philippines then.
I'll send Sri Lanka.
Okay.
I'll try to look at something matching, like on the eastern coast. But yeah, it could definitely be the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yep.
500 kilometers. Okay.
So, how many?
497.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I didn't say it, but I should. It felt more tropical, so more southern. But yeah, I don't think I would have went on Davao Island on this one. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, I just looked it up. By the way, yeah, Sri Lanka drives on the left, so definitely not.
Yeah. Well, it seems like there's quite a big issue on my side for this, since I think that it's some evidence that I do not play at all no moving games. Like I really overlooked driving directions. All okay, right. I'm ready.
Then 3, 2, 1, go. It's loading very slowly.
Estonia, maybe? This looks like Estonia to me.
Yeah.
Maybe on an island?
Yes.
Since there is... but I think that there looks like there is some... something on the west, so maybe not simply west coast of Estonia before the islands. I will send that. Okay, it wasn't Estonia, it wasn't at all an island.
Yep.
Fine.
All right.
Okay. Just a second before we head into the final round. We got Estonia, we got Senegal, we got Philippines, and we got
North Macedonia.
Yeah, okay, so it's really packed. So we might have a location really far from that, like Canada, South Argentina, or something like that, maybe.
Maybe.
Or maybe some just Australia, New Zealand.
Ready?
But I doubt. I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Brazil.
Black car, though. I want to say Uruguay.
I see what you mean. Yes, Uruguay looks way more interesting indeed. So coastal Uruguay, we might even double commit there.
I'm currently only seeing... Oh, yeah. Okay, map's loading now. Okay.
Okay, so Uruguay, double Uruguay?
I'm going east of Montevideo. You can go west, maybe, or something like that. Okay. Sure.
Oh
Of
no!
course.
I'm really sorry. My click wasn't taken into account. I was near Cabo Polonio, but my first click was in Acre, so it wasn't
Ah.
taken into account.
Oof.
I clicked, but and I saw my pin move, but apparently it was too late.
Hmm. Okay.
Definitely could have been much better.
Yep. C2.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay. Then 3, 2, 1, go.
Norway?
Probably yes.
I would like to send
Yeah,
in a full North Norway, but
you can do that. I can't really tell because I
yeah,
can't
there
see
are
the
really
image.
not that many trees. Not that many trees. I'm
Okay,
east of Alta at the moment.
sure.
324 kilometers.
167.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, then 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, the snow seed.
Yes. Wow. Spain?
Ooh. Yes. I can see that. How sure are you?
30%.
Okay.
I'll still send Spain in some mountainy stuff. I don't know.
Where?
Pyrenees.
Okay. Ah,
Yeah, okay, sure.
okay. Never mind then. I'm slightly struggling because it takes about 20 seconds for my image to load, so...
Yeah, obviously it's not. It doesn't help. I'm not sure. These yellow lines were throwing me off. It looked like snow in a country in which it could be ordinarily quite. The climate could be hotter than usual, but yeah.
Which was the case?
Other than that, yes, but well, I didn't thought of the right one. And yeah, by the way, I feel like even if you're thinking that on a map-wise perspective, I don't think that setting a location in Spain then Norway would be logical. So okay, I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
This one could be some frontier with Chile.
Yes. I was thinking the same.
Um,
It's actually fairly green.
Fairly south.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was just saying fairly green, but...
Okay. Yeah, I'm near. I'm near Cochrane at the moment, but there's no road. Okay. Wow. Okay. Once again, super fast south.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I felt like it was difficult to find a location in Argentina where there was these mountains so close. Other than all the locations near San Carlos de Bariloche, the Andes, San Martin de los Andes, and so on. I felt like we were more south, but I'm still quite far.
Yeah. All right. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
NZ Ballard, New Zealand.
Okay.
So South Island, I suppose.
Yes.
With a big lake on our west. At the moment, I'm south of Queenstown. I don't know if it fits. Probably not. (192 kilometers).
80 kilometers. I only see a green blur in my map. That's that I know is the South Island of New Zealand, but that's good enough.
Well,
good enough for 80 kilometers. No problem.
Well done with this condition.
It didn't even show me any lakes. It was just green.
Wow. Do you feel like you're able to?
It's
Do you need to restart your internet,
no, that
something
that
like that?
won't help. It's just the time. It'll get better.
Okay.
I'll just have to
Fine.
rely on you to tell me which country it is.
Okay, well, I'll do my best. I'm ready.
Okay, then 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, okay, Kyrgyzstan.
Yep, I know
Dirty mirror with a
exactly
stain
where
on
this
the. Oh,
is.
yes, sorry.
It's west of Susamir on the kind of road that goes west-east from,
Place your
Susamir
location.
to Burnas. Yeah,
I
I'll
don't
do
even
that.
see the location you're mentioning, so.
That's fine. Why I say I know exactly. I think it's this here. Yeah, 5K.
Well done, 59 kilometers. Okay, Susamir is that. Okay, it wasn't. You had to zoom a bit to see it. I went near Dr. Gula.
That's fine.
Well done, really well done. Congrats. Well, 5K, 30 seconds with a blurry map, no
Yeah.
big deal.
I gotta contribute
Okay.
something, right?
Well, at the moment, I feel like you're contributing way much more than I do, but it's okay. Okay, so really well done for that 5K.
Thank you.
Kyrgyzstan looks really like the kind of country I would hate to practice, but I understand how players have this kind of have software which allows them to learn some landscapes and be good at it. Well, I really need something way more textual to be able to perform. And yeah, and basically in Kyrgyzstan, it's full landscape like in Bolivia and Mongolia and stuff.
Kyrgyzstan is
I
one of
hate that.
is one of those countries where it's like it almost doesn't make a difference whether you can move or not.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like moving seeds are only for the players who do not know that much the country. Otherwise, if you know it, you won't find much more information unless you're in a city and you might need more info to be pretty accurate. But
and even then,
other than that,
Bishkek is horrible to pinpoint to begin with. So even there, it doesn't help you much.
I see. Third seed is ready for me.
Okay, then 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, come on.
Gotta be Kenya, right?
Kenya Park, yes.
Any idea which one?
I'm in Amboseli National Park, probably not the right one.
Which one is that?
It's full south, near Tanzania.
Actually, go here. Okay.
227 kilometers.
83.
Okay, it wasn't even a national park. Ah, yes, it was, but it wasn't.
Hell's Gate.
It was, yes.
Not marked as such, yeah.
Exactly. That's what I was wanting to say. Okay, well, I'm ready.
Okay, then 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh. Wow. Ah, some weird US tracker, I suppose.
Yeah, could be. It's not really loading.
Definitely a weird US tracker. Could it be Hawaii or is it something more mainland?
It could be. You go Hawaii, I'll just hedge and see Colorado or something. I don't know.
Hedging Hawaii, because I really don't know where I can be. Yes, it wasn't.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Wow. Really interesting location. I like it. Like it a lot.
Yeah, it was volcanic. It definitely makes sense. Hawaii wasn't a bad shout.
Yeah, but basically all volcanic landscapes tend to resemble a bit from each other because of the kind of the soil color and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Catalonia is quite interesting.
I'm guessing you didn't get many points.
1.
Okay.
So not a lot. Are you ready?
Yes. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh.
Weird.
Yes.
Colombia?
Okay, you go for that. I was thinking potentially Chile, maybe. You go.
Oh, yeah, because of the sun looks north. Okay, but
You go Colombia then.
go Chile. I go
Yeah.
Colombia. 982 kilometers. I'm on the wrong side of Colombia.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunate. Where did you go in Colombia?
Well, I went northwest of Cucuta. Really, that
Mm,
landscape didn't ring much of a bell to me.
mm,
Yeah.
okay.
Obviously, when you have more than 30 seconds to think about it, you find more you find more information, and you begin to feel like your guess was a bit hasty. But yep, that's what I'm thinking at the moment with mine.
Mm. All right, ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
Indonesia?
Yeah. Sulawesi, maybe?
Could be, could be. Like, looks like a fairly big volcano. I would go Sulawesi or said in Java,
Okay. Seems good
since I
to
feel
me.
like could be some big volcanoes here as well. Volcano to the north. Oof, okay, 1,030, 352 kilometers.
Mm. All right.
Difficult to. I wouldn't never considered Sumatra here.
Mm.
No clues.
All right.
Okay. Where were our first locations? So Indonesia, um,
Colombia
Colombia, Kenya,
and Spain.
and Spain. Okay. So yeah, maybe North America.
Possibly, yeah. We haven't really had
Mm,
anything North America in these seeds, I believe.
yes. Yes, so North America could be possible, or maybe, yeah, could be a European. So yeah, I suppose that it will be North America. We'll see.
All right.
Ready?
Ready? Then 3,
Yes.
2, 1, go.
Yep. No,
Oh,
US it
God,
is.
this looks familiar, but I don't know where. Uh, might
I want to
go.
send in Hawaii again.
Okay.
Could this be relevant?
I don't think it is, but if you feel like it is, then go
The
for it.
soil is brown again,
Yeah.
but yeah, I can get wrong twice. Yep, so it wasn't. Where did you went?
New Mexico.
Okay. Difficult.
Well, I don't.
Oh, I was so low on the rankings.
I think map 3 isn't gonna be our greatest performance.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Ha. Well, clearly I'm not the best no moving player, but we could have some better luck on some of these rounds.
Yeah.
Sad to be so low on the rankings overall. Okay. Um. Okay, so they did not send yet the
Yeah.
next
Oh, there we go.
one.
Now they have.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So next one is going to be okay.
Water.
Yes. So, and on this one, we both have to place ourselves accurately. Okay.
Okay, it says water course, so it's possibly or more likely to be a river.
Yes,
Okay. Well, that's
I
great.
suppose so.
I definitely know where rivers are.
Yeah, and I definitely can recognize which river
Absolutely.
it could be. Okay, we'll see.
Yep.
We'll see.
Are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go. Lesotho.
Oh, okay.
100%
So it
for me.
could it be something like the Orange River? No,
Quite.
Orange River is not there.
I don't know. Wait, does Lesotho have any
Which kind of
rivers?
rivers off? Yes, Orange River, southwest of
Oh
Lesotho
yeah,
near
true.
Kuthing. Kuthing, look at that. It's one of the rare rivers that I know because I mapped some location on it. So,
Yeah.
okay, I'll try to look for a bridge with the right angle on the Orange River for me. I suggest that we should commit on this one.
I'll do the same.
And I might. Nope. I do not have my point, but the angle was right.
The angles are all wrong for me.
Ah,
Huh? That one? Okay, I think I found it.
okay, I'll
Yeah,
try
I
to
found
look
it.
for mine.
It is the Orange River.
Okay.
I had to look for
Now,
the whole country. I'm in the northeast of Lesotho.
wow. Okay, I didn't expect that. I'm on the. I found the right angle, but the road doesn't fit for the rest. So I'm just trying to
Mm.
keep on the Orange River. But I feel like I will disappoint you.
I mean, you have a bit of a disadvantage by South Africa being quite a bit larger than Lesotho.
A little bit, yep. Ah, yep. I think that I got it. Oh no, okay, it's still continuing there.
8 seconds, no
It
pressure.
will be at the very end. It's so awfully long. Yeah, okay, I won't have this. Oh, and it was at the very end of the Orange River. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm frustrated. I think that basically when I told you that I mapped the location
Mm-hmm.
on this river, it was on the bridge which was on the south of the one that was chosen here,
Ah,
like
okay.
basically 200 meters down. So I am frustrated,
How
but
far
okay.
away were you?
636
Ooh.
kilometers because I'm still near Lesotho because it was there that I found the only angle that was matching.
Mm.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Then 3, 2, 1, go.
Spain or Portugal?
Yep.
Could be the Tigers.
Could be. That would make sense. I oof. Yeah, I can't tell if it's. I think it's Spain for me.
It could be for me as well. We can be in the same country.
We
Yeah, it's
can.
Spain for me. It's Spain for me as well.
Do you have any idea how I could more easily tell if it's Spain or Portugal?
Do you have any signs?
I have chevrons that are like
Yeah,
yellow
but
arrows with black sign back.
yellow arrows. Mine's are white, and I am in Spain.
Okay. Portugal it is
So you might be
then.
in Portugal. Yes.
Bridge over there.
Maybe this one. Yeah, but on my left there's a bridge. Yeah, but this could be that. Nope. This maybe. I might have found my location, but I'm really unsure.
I don't really see anything that fits for me.
Yeah, I don't think that I will 5k this. I just found something that was approximately looking right, but it's not.
Hmm.
And yeah, the Tigers is running out after that. Maybe it wasn't that rare overall. 10 meters, okay, it was.
50 kilometers. How is that? Okay. I don't
Well,
understand it, but I mean,
I'm glad to have
yeah.
found my my location. I feel like I think that it's my first 5k. At least
Well,
it has
good
been
job.
one. Thank you. So, where was your location?
In Abrantes, kind of like central Portugal, like
Yeah,
central,
okay.
west eastern.
Yeah, I see. I know about this. Okay. So it was Portugal for you indeed,
Yes.
with the yellow chevrons. Okay.
Mm.
Well, at least it's good for me that I had a sample of the Spanish chevron, because I do not know them for the
Mm.
countries as well. Like driving signs and chevrons, I really do not know them at all. So at least I had some way to tell you that we were not in the same country.
Yep. Very nice.
Okay.
Ready?
Well, I'm ready when you are.
Then 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I want a super big dam. US
Yeah.
or like, yeah, something super dry, like there are recognizable orange rocky mountains, rocky hills.
Yeah.
There's some kind of
I'm
electric power plant. Yes.
99.9% sure I'm in the US. Fairly far southern, like something like, I don't know, California, Arizona, New Mexico, something like that.
Yes.
I don't know of any rivers there. The Colorado
Uh,
River, maybe?
Colorado would be interesting indeed. It could be Colorado for me if I find something dry enough.
I don't see a river here.
Hmm. So far, they choose well-known rivers.
Yeah.
So I really don't know many rivers, in fact.
Yeah, I think Colorado River seems like a decent
I
idea.
don't even see the Colorado River in Colorado. Come on. Where is it? I'm seeing the river Arkansas, but
Colorado River kind of, don't even know if it goes near
is it crossing
Colorado.
Denver? No. Well,
Colorado River kind of starts near, southwestern Arizona and kind of goes through Nevada north from there. But
southwest Arizona. Ah, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing what you mean. Oh, and I found the dam. The dam isn't oriented correctly, but who cares? Um. ah, yeah. Anyway, I don't have many time, but 308 kilometers. It was the Colorado River.
yes,
Yes. Okay.
I
And we were.
I may have been in Mexico, but I'm closer than you, so
Yeah, 308 kilometers.
yeah, 199. It wasn't terrible.
But I spent too much time just trying to look for Colorado River in Colorado.
I
Not
thought
a good idea considering the landscape.
I thought for sure that I saw like a US county sign, but apparently like a street number sign, but apparently it was something
Okay.
else.
I was sure to be in US on my side, but yeah. It looks really findable. Too bad. Okay, I am ready.
Okay, then 3, 2, 1, go.
Kind of Navisco. Uh, don't understand.
Spanish.
Um,
I'm in Colombia, I'm pretty
Amazonas,
sure.
maybe? Yes, so the Amazon River?
Could be. Where does that go in? Is it that? No, that's. Is it that?
Not I don't.
No.
Is the Amazon River going into Colombia? No, it
I
does
don't
not.
think
It's
so.
going in. Okay, so I don't know at all where I can be. Some,
Hmm.
could it be like Magdalena River? The biggest one I can find.
Possibly.
Yeah, it's super big. I'll try to find something with that.
Okay.
My road is pretty sandy.
Okay, then you might be pretty far north on the Magdalena River, and I might be pretty far south on it.
I don't know, and yeah, I'll stay near Barranquilla at the moment because if something is likely, then it's there, even though I don't find anything so far. Ah, but maybe something like that. Yeah, okay, it could be Barranquilla. I still doubting, but at least I got some ideas. Um,
I might have mine.
ah,
Wait,
okay, well done,
do I?
but I won't.
I mean, don't don't say it too early. And maybe I have mine, but we'll see. Yes, I do.
7.2 kilometers.
Okay,
Ah,
that's
okay.
decent though. That's not bad.
Yeah, I clearly expected worse. Okay, it was really far north of Bankia in
Yeah.
a zone in which I did not expect anything to be built.
Yeah.
So, okay.
But I'm happy my thought process was right. That if we're in the same country and you're in like the north, then I'd be pretty far away from you. That turned
Yeah,
out to
it
be
looks
true.
like there is a minimal distance between both players.
Mm.
Okay.
Although it would
Um,
be very funny if the last round was just like two bridges next to each other or something like that.
well, in the round in Orange River I mentioned to you, there were two bridges distant from
Mm.
like a few hundreds of meters. It could be something like that. But so we had US Mexico, we had Colombia, we had Spanish Portugal,
And the suit of South
we
Africa.
this is South Africa. So northern east.
Yep.
Lots of rivers to come. I'm not ready for the bridge over Brahmaputra
Yep.
river,
I was thinking
but
the
okay.
same. Okay.
If this happens, at least I know where it is.
Yep. But can
I
you
am
find it
ready.
again?
I'm zooming on it right now,
Okay.
so
All right.
I'm ready.
Then 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, okay. Indonesian, these balls are familiar, but
Okay.
not enough for me to remember where it is. Which kind of river is this, though?
Hmm.
Symmetrical coils. I would say something like Borneo. Are you in Malaysia?
It could be. There is like a yeah, maybe. I mean, if you say Borneo, then there wouldn't be any black stickers on the poles anyway. But is there a big river on
Are
Borneo?
you on a Gen 4 cam or not?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not
Uh,
Borneo.
am I? I'm actually not sure. I think.
Well, does the quality of the image does it look pristine? Does it
Yes.
look okay? So it's Gen 4, so it's not Borneo. So you could be either in Borneo, in Kalimantan, or elsewhere in Indonesia, but not in Malaysia.
Okay.
But are these pools? Are we, or could we be in Sulawesi?
I mean, from looking
No,
around,
this
I
doesn't look
wouldn't be
like.
surprised, but again, I don't think there's any
Mm,
big rivers there.
yeah, well, I'm puzzled. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have I missed something? No, I'm sure that I am in Indonesia, but we could go in Sulawesi. I don't know. I don't find any river anyway.
Yeah, maybe we're both in Kalimantan or something like that.
Okay, I'm staying in Kalimantan anyway, near
Yeah.
Samarinda. There's a river. I don't care. Okay,
Okay.
456 kilometers. And it was
153.
the well done, and it was the well-known Cap West River. Yeah, okay, sure.
The very well-known West River.
Well, at least mm, it gives its name to a kabupaten or two, I think. I
Okay.
think.
I've never heard of it.
But yeah, I got the right feeling with Kalimantan poles, but I really wasn't sure at all. I doubted too much.
Mm. Oh,
And
I'm.
yeah, also when you started to say to me that there wasn't any big rivers in Kalimantan, I was looking at the river coming from Kuching, which was not so far from the actual river, but not that one.
I'm third on my seat.
I probably won't be. I'm 8th.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, now on to
But
everyone's favorite, photospheres.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot that one. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That also
I
exists.
don't recall. Do you remember if the photospheres were in actually street viewed countries?
I don't.
Just give me a second. I think that it could be an important
Yes.
element for us to look at. So I'll just
Go
climb
have
back to
Orpheus
the
tell me. Yeah.
last. Sorry.
Go to Orpheus and ask him.
I don't think he will answer me.
I mean, if it wasn't a briefing, he will answer you. If it wasn't in a briefing, then he won't answer you. But
Yeah. Okay.
you know, if it wasn't in a briefing, then we can't know anyway because it might have changed from last time. But it definitely like last time around it wasn't only, I think.
Okay. I sent him a message. We'll see if he considers the question relevant.
Okay, he's writing something at least.
Okay. So anywhere in the world.
Yep. Okay. Sure. Anywhere in the world it is.
Yes. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. Are you ready
Well,
as well?
yes.
Okay. Then 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Russian
Name
photographer.
probably isn't relevant.
Yeah, probably
Yep.
not. Looks kind of Middle Eastern in terms of architecture. And I mean, there's a huge
Yes.
mosque as well, which kind of.
Exactly. With hills all around. It's not maybe not a capital city. Doesn't look that big.
I kind of want to, like, my gut feeling is saying, like, Iran or something like that.
Yes, I like that one. Iran could definitely be.
It's fairly
Um,
mountainous as well. So I might go towards, like, the north near the
yeah,
Caspian Sea.
it's not dry enough for Saudi Arabia. Could it be Syria?
It could be, yeah.
But I think I'll stay on the same kind of region as you do.
Well, you shouldn't stay in the same region because, you know, I mean,
Yeah, but
maybe I mean, you could go like I'm more so towards like the northeastern part, so you could go along like the western part near like Rasht or something like that.
which one?
Kind of, still near the Caspian Sea, but like west,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm more so east at the moment.
So you want me to go in Iran as well?
Well, you said you were going to go in the same area as me.
No, my area was Middle East. That's
Okay,
why I
okay,
was
well,
thinking of Syria.
okay,
I'll stay in Syria then.
okay, good, good. Let's see.
Yep, maybe there. Not.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
Eritrea.
200 and 2,196 kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. Yeah, maybe we could think that it wasn't that super developed of a country, but yeah, I don't know how you can sort this out, but I feel like, yeah, when looking at the roofs from a closer look, they do not look like the ones that we used to find in Middle East.
Mm,
They look a bit poorer, maybe, but hard to tell from this far.
yeah.
And there are not that many clues. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, then 3, 2, 1, go. Any ideas?
Mm, honestly not really. I just feel like if this isn't on a street food country, this could be like Papua New Guinea, maybe something like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So Southeastern Asia could be a possibility for me. But yeah, there's a huge volcano,
Yeah.
and I don't know where you can find this kind of stuff. But that's why I would say something like Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, because of the seismic activity.
Mm-hmm. I honestly don't know. It kind of
And
feels
there
weird. I
are,
think there's like a horse to the southwest. Like just
I don't know if that's a horse or
I don't know
something
what it
else.
is, but it feels weird to just see it running freely like that.
Yes.
So I feel like it wouldn't be a, you know, first world country, if you know what I mean.
Yes, yes. To me, it's something more rural and a bit poor. But that's lots of countries in this kind of region which could have some areas looking like that. I'm staying on the New Guinea island, but maybe not on the Papua New Guinea since I don't get the right stuff.
I'm
Maybe just a super big lake. Yes.
in northern China, which is a stupid idea, but
Okay.
maybe. Believe.
Everything can happen. Wow. Okay.
Yep. Okay, that makes
Did
sense.
Blinky look at all these photospheres before? Because, come on.
Okay.
Okay, I never would have expected that to be in Latin America. The buildings, maybe could the buildings help, but it's so difficult. Okay.
Okay.
Kodiak even 5k that photosphere. Okay, just yeah, why not? Okay,
Ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
I hate this map.
Yep.
uh, um, do they look Southeast Asian this time on the east? The family.
My picture hasn't loaded yet on the east, so I can't tell you. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yes, either that or potentially something like Indian, but it doesn't particularly look like India.
So far, we haven't got a single street viewed country.
Yeah.
Or it might be some Vietnam.
Maybe, yeah. That could be.
I'll try to stick with Vietnam, even though I think the bombs and stuff can be found pretty everywhere.
Is there any chance there's anything in like the Maldives or something like that that is like big enough to have like a
No, Maldives is
mountain?
too small.
No.
The islands are too small, and there is
Yeah.
not any elevation at all.
Yeah.
Basically, with the rising waters, they will be underwater in a few decades. So
Yeah.
everything included. Yeah.
Any other stupid ideas? Venezuela?
Nothing is stupid. We just got a Nicaragua round, so it shouldn't be. That's why
Okay.
I'm heading towards Vietnam.
But I don't know. I might
Okay.
still go Venezuela just because I genuinely have no idea where else I would put it.
As you want, I'm east of Ho Chi Minh
Yeah.
City. 1,626 kilometers. Okay.
Sure.
Well, my first thought was Philippines when I was seeing that family, but I was thinking that Philippines was a street-viewed country, but there are still a few islands that do not have any coverage. Kind of satisfied with this one. I feel like I still made a decent score.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm ready.
Then 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, and this one has an Armenian name. and this
I mean,
could
it definitely
indeed be
looks
an
like
Armenian
Armenian
landscape.
landscape, yeah.
So, and I don't think that we already got a photosphere in that region. Armenia looks really tempting.
Mm-hmm. I would agree.
I don't know if it's reasonable to double commit with Armenia, however, but
It is a fairly
if you don't
small
have it that
country, but
way,
yeah.
yes.
I mean, it could still be something like Tajikistan, purely based off landscape, but
Exactly.
I mean, I have no points anyway, so I might as well hedge over there and just in
Okay, as
case.
you want. Okay, I'll try to look at the Armenian mountains, looking for something that could
Yeah.
fit.
I'll actually be in Uzbekistan because I see better mountains there.
Okay,
I mean,
and basically, I wouldn't see the point in setting a photographer with an Armenian name, and the point being actually in Armenia, like it doesn't look relevant. I feel like Orpheus would try to make us guess based on our no moving skills rather than on
yeah.
our reading skills.
Mhm.
So,
I would tend to agree with that assessment.
but maybe is that a bit too much meta?
Mm.
Yeah, we should be on the middle of nothing, so it doesn't help to find something relevant. Like basically, yeah, there are hills on several sides of the country, but
Yep.
what can we do with this information?
Not more in 2 seconds.
Yep, and
Okay.
107 kilometers. Ah, it's not that good for considering the fact that the country was kind of written.
Yeah.
Okay. And by the way, the location doesn't appear to. Ah, yeah, okay, it's hilly, but I felt like it. I went north
Mm.
because it felt like the hills were more visible on the map. It's like what I told you earlier about the ability to display the terrain. But okay. So we got Armenia, we got Nicaragua, we got
Philippines.
Philippines, and we got um, Eritrea.
Yeah, true.
Leaving us with potentially some kind of North Europe, South America.
Southern Africa, maybe.
Southern Africa looks close from the Eritrea round, but maybe.
Who knows? An
Yep,
island in the
and
Atlantic.
yeah, I'm not ready for the South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands. Okay,
Ready?
whenever you want.
Okay.
Yes.
Then 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes.
There you go. It might be South Georgia.
Yeah, it could be full south or it could be full north. Like it would be Svalbard, or it could be South Georgia. The compass is inverted, but I don't think it matters that much.
Ah. Okay. I'm actually just gonna go South Georgia.
Ah, okay, so you do as well. Okay, so I'm going to head in Svalbard.
Okay.
But yeah, I agree with you. I don't have much to. Don't have many other possibilities, so I'll try to look if there is some possibility to get this kind of landscape in Svalbard. Looks fairly possible. So a bit like that maybe. Looks plausible. Well, okay, I have something. Don't
I
think
also
it's
have
the right
something.
one.
We'll see.
Okay.
Are you ready to
Well,
guess?
ready to guess.
Okay, then 3, 2, 1, go.
Oof.
It was, but I was on the wrong side of it. How is
Well, I called it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I made 1 point, so I suppose a bit less than what you did.
On that last round, yes.
Okay. Well, okay. I think that we're quite low on total rankings, but we might get some nice results overall, so at least for the last 2 rounds.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. But yeah, it's been difficult. But I feel like map 4 was along the water. I feel like map 4 wasn't so bad from us.
Yeah, map 4 is okay.
And I will see for map 5, but I feel like could be decent.
Yeah,
I don't
map
know.
5 was alright as well. Not great, not terrible.
But yeah, I definitely don't like the photospheres.
Yeah.
I feel like what basically made us end up on a decent ranking on this map was the fact that basically everyone hates photospheres and won't perform very well on it. So I think that's the main issue. Okay, and the right angle map has been posted. So it will be important to remember.
Where the locations were.
The precise locations. Yep.
And it's always just in relation to the last location, right? Or like the last
yes,
2,
exactly.
I guess. Technically.
Yes, because it's a right angle, but like first location we don't know, second location we don't know if we're on the same line horizontally or vertically, but we'll have to find out when we'll get the country. And then it will be each time with it will vary. Like if we got on a vertical line on round 2, it will be horizontal line on round 3, then vertical on 4th, and horizontal on 5th. Like it's always vertical to horizontal or horizontal to vertical.
Okay. Are you
Hence
ready?
the right angle name. Okay, I am ready.
Then 3, 2, 1, go. San Marino.
Yes.
Again.
Well, okay, at least it won't be difficult to identify where we started from. The super identifiable castle is on our west, by the way.
That does make sense.
So it's east somewhere.
That was where I was looking.
Vertical road. And there's a tiny house on our right which might be mapped.
True. Might be.
I feel like I got the location right. I don't know.
Which street are you on?
I'm on the street Fosso.
Yep, me too.
Fosso. Okay. Okay. So I can see a house on the right which is mapped.
Me too.
Okay. Well, and I see the tiny little house behind the trees. So if you're ready, we can guess, I think.
Okay. Then 3, 2, 1, go.
6 meters. Nice one.
6 meters.
Okay. Well, we did not have to make the 5K together, but I appreciate the fact that we both managed to find the road.
Yeah. That was very nice.
Well done. Yeah. Okay. So this will be our starting point, either on the vertical or horizontal line.
I'm calling Nigeria. Just why not?
Well, let me just take a look at what could be possible. Or it will just be an horrible US round and we'll be screwed.
Or like Vladivostok is looking very possible as well.
Oh, come on. Don't say me that. Okay.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, then 3, 2, 1, go.
Japan.
Japan.
Okay.
There's no
Just
info,
take back your
right?
location and then.
Oh.
Okay, I took back my location.
The long and painful
So
scroll
it's
over to
Hokkaido.
Japan.
It's Hokkaido.
Yeah, it looks like Hokkaido.
And so our bridge is vertical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm scanning from left to right, but I feel like it's not optimal since you will do the same as me.
Well, I'm trying to move over with my marker in the right spot, so roughly. Okay.
It's not that big of a zone to scan it, in fact.
It's a fairly small river, unfortunately. It's not going to stand out much.
Like this one, maybe? Just let me take back a look. I have it, I think.
Okay.
I think I have it. Does it turn right after? Not at all. Okay, I don't have it. But it was convincing. I'm sad.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, this one? No, there's nothing. Okay, I should just have stayed on this one just in case.
Well, it's too late anyway.
68 kilometers. Oh crap! I
Ah.
stumbled over. Oh, the road was so thin. I
Mm.
didn't expect that to be okay.
All
Come
right.
on, the best score isn't even on the straight line. These guys don't know how to play the game. Okay, so we've been on a horizontal line, which means that now, starting from this point,
Australia.
should be. Oh, don't say me that. Yeah, well, definitely. In fact, I don't see many more possibilities, so
It could
it
be
will indeed be
Sakhalin,
Australia.
but yeah, probably Australia.
It could be. It's fairly likely. I'll just give me a few seconds. I just want to be able to pinpoint the location quickly when it will load, so that I will be able to scroll down quickly.
Okay.
So Asaikawa, and then Aibetsu, and then small bridge near the Kyowa Onsen. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, then 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, that's certainly
Yep.
Australia.
Yep, I don't recognize the poles, however. Okay, let's not waste any time. Okay, I got the starting point, and now the fun begins. Yeah, and it's obviously crossing all Queensland. Probably it's Queensland, I guess.
Yeah, I would probably agree. Not sure though.
Okay. Oh, maybe it's a Victorian pole. I feel like I just saw a Victorian pole on the side. So left, right, small curve.
Feel
Okay.
better about Victoria.
Okay. Okay, so let's scan Victoria. Yeah, how easy would that be? At least I feel like we're on a yellow road or something close to that. Oh, like this one, maybe. Nope. Okay. No, because in the end it's.
Yeah, I don't know. I found something that might not be terrible, but kind of southern
But
Victoria, southwestern
it will be
Victoria.
better than nothing. And
Ah,
28 kilometers.
okay, that's nice.
Not. In fact, didn't expect. Well, I zoomed on that road actually, but
I must have gone
okay.
past it.
Yeah, I might just have looked at it from a wrong angle. Okay. Well, at least I'm not that far. Okay, so horizontal line starting from there, which could.
Argentina.
You don't want to think about the northern tip of New Zealand. Yeah, I can
Argentina.
understand that. Argentina. Yeah, it's. Oh, there's a super small section of South Africa, I think.
It could be.
But yeah, it will be Argentina anyway. Just give me a second, like.
A super small section sounds too easy to get.
Yes, sadly. So okay, to find back our location, Liparu, and then yeah, okay.
I'm actually doing something else. I'm going from our location, finding a reference location in Argentina. But I don't have to scroll over again.
Yeah, okay, I can understand. Yeah, but I guess that's quite smart from you to do that. At least it spares you some time. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, well, I guess that you're starting to being quite good at this mode. I'm not having
We'll
the
see
same.
about that.
Okay. Ready when you are.
Wait a second. Okay. I almost lost my reference location.
That
Okay.
would have been terrible.
Then 3, 2, 1, go.
Chile, in fact.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Okay. Okay, so we were roughly there. And now, off we go.
Yeah, I
Not
mean, it's
that
just a
big
pretty...
of a Chile, in fact. It will probably be a white road, which is vertical.
It's a pretty straight road. I'm looking at the I-70J, the yellow road that has like the right
I
angle.
don't see that.
But
okay.
It's
yes, okay.
just south of Lolol.
To be honest, I don't really look at the map precisely. I'm just looking at you know what I mean. I'm just looking at the zone between the streets. You said 17 or 70?
I-70J. But it might be somewhere else as well. Look for
Yeah, okay,
something
I'm
else.
looking at the road you're looking at. Okay, so just a second. There seems to be a parking zone at our right, the east, and is this hilly? On the north, could be.
Maybe.
Is there anything mapped? I feel like the tiny houses on the northeast could be indeed the ones that appear on the I-70J. I'm currently on a bit north of the orange POI.
Okay.
I don't know if you have the same location as me. Oh,
5K.
the timer ran out. 5K. Yes, I didn't notice that the timer was up.
Jump scared by the
very
timer.
well done. Exactly. Okay, well, very well done.
Yeah, you too. Nice.
Thank you. Appreciate these double 5Ks.
Yep.
So we should end up vertically, which will be
New York.
Is New York here really on our line?
I think it's Boston, actually. That's on the line.
Maybe not Boston, but maybe the
something like that.
The point of Long Island.
Providence.
Yeah, Providence or Sherbrooke in Quebec.
Or
You like Quebec.
Yeah. Or it's gonna be, I don't know, Santiago de los Caballeros.
Hmm. Oh, I didn't even. No, I think that we're a bit too western
Yeah, just
for
slightly.
Santo Domingo.
It
Okay,
might be
so
like
just.
the far northeast of Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
That could be. I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, but I don't think that there is coverage on these zones. Except for maybe a few straits around the
You
northern
know what?
coast, I feel.
I'm taking a look at the coverage in northeastern Colombia.
Yeah, just in case, I feel like better safe than sorry. I can understand that.
Okay, it does kind of go pretty far towards the east.
Hmm. Okay.
I think it's possible.
I'll just
Well,
try
we'll see.
to be sure to find back my location quickly. So, Curicó, then Lolol,
Yeah.
and then the orange POI in middle of nowhere. Okay, I am ready.
Okay, then 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
Clearly not. Okay. Oh,
That's a lot of water to the north.
yes. Okay, so
And that will
my
take a while to
location is.
scroll.
Yes. Do you feel like it's US only?
I'm not sure. My first instinct was actually Canada, but
No, it's Quebec. It's the Quebec arrow. That's the one I mentioned to you
yeah,
last time when we were practicing.
yeah.
It is Quebec 100%.
Is it actually the St. Lawrence River then? It looks big enough.
I didn't even saw a river. I didn't really look at much. I only looked at the sign. But
Yeah.
okay, this is full Quebec. Okay, so now I'm trying to look at the location. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Big river. Um, Oh no. But if you feel that something looks big enough for you, then go for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Saint Laurent. In fact, you can be fully right, because I feel like there is something which could fit. But the road is having a curve, so maybe not. Oh, or maybe is it just the road that is right over that? There is are the houses? Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Maybe we're on the road 132,
I think I
just
might have
south of
found it
the.
as well. It's
Do you
just
think it's that?
east of the green POI that says La Ferme au Jardin de Luce.
Yes, I'm seeing a few mapped houses, and
Yep.
I'm a bit right of that. Okay,
Yep.
looks fair.
5K.
56 meters,
Six,
5K.
6
Well done.
meters.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, you set your location on a more accurate way than mine. Well, I didn't expect to make such a high score on a
Mhm.
on a no moving map. Really nice seed. I appreciate that. It was
Yeah.
really nice to play. Okay, well, I feel
One
like
more.
this map we managed to go through it quite satisfyingly.
Yeah, definitely.
I appreciate the fact that Quebec Arrow managed to was useful to us
Well, I
this
mean,
time.
I was already there anyway, but it managed to
Yeah,
convince you.
yeah. Well, at least if we're two people looking for the right region, it's the probability to manage to get the 5K is rising at
Yeah,
least.
definitely.
Okay, well, maybe will this seed reconcile me a bit with the Equilibre type of mode? Because I usually tend to get satisfying locations in these no moving tournaments. Like I'm missing some by miles, but while in the meantime I'm managing to get some 5Ks in locations I wouldn't expect me to
Mm.
perform that good. So I appreciate that.
Yep. Nice.
And how well did we perform? Well, Oh, well, not that high. Well, like in 8th, tied for 8th place. I thought that we would have got a better score since I'm 6th in the general. But okay, looks like 6th position is not enough. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
whatever.
cope a bit. Yeah. So
Seats
it will
here.
be the last map.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Are you ready?
a second. I am ready.
Okay. Then 3, 2, 1, go.
Wow,
Ooh.
amazing landscape. I appreciate that. There's a Google Street View on the south. Do you have any idea of what?
I have 2 ideas. My current working theory is Iceland.
Which I disagree with.
That's fine. You can disagree with it. My alternative theory is New Zealand, but I actually like Iceland more.
Well, I think that the sun is heading south, so Iceland would be preferable to New Zealand. The roads looks fairly big for Iceland, and the fact that there is no car meter is a bit makes me doubt a bit about the Iceland as well. But apart from that, it could be on the same kind of horizontal line. I don't know if it's latitude or longitude, but I might just try to place something in Yukon or Alaska. I don't know if it's more than, if it's better than that.
Sure, go for that.
Trying to look for a vertical road. Might not be Yukon, but Alaska could.
It could be.
I'll try at least, but I'm fairly confident that it's not Iceland. But I would be sad if you went off Iceland. That it would be Iceland. So,
yeah, so
keep your location there.
I'll keep it
Don't
there.
worry. I'm trying to find something in Alaska, but there are rivers near the roads, and there is not here. 523 kilometers. Okay. And
It's
there
not
was
bad.
indeed a river. I managed to get the vertical quite right, but but yeah, I'm 523. No, the horizontal was right. Sorry, but I'm 523 kilometers south. Like I'm on the road 3, which is on the southern half of Alaska. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. I'm ready.
Then 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, really nice locations. The yellow flowers are making me doubt again. Could this be something like European?
I was thinking Albania. You know
I
that
was thinking the same.
mountains.
Albania, Montenegro was.
Yeah.
I'm convinced. I appreciate that. But I don't know. Do we try to both stay on the same region? Are we convinced that it is Albania, or at least on the
I mean,
Albania, Montenegro?
convinced is a strong word.
But the bodies of water, the water looks like what I can find in Albania.
Yeah.
Like it's with these bit. I don't know how to describe it, but you can see that the water does not take the full place that she used to have on other seasons, and I feel like it's something that I find usually in Albania. Don't know how to describe it more accurately, but I think that you will see what I mean. Are you heading on the north of Albania?
Yes.
Or south of? Okay.
North.
Okay. I'll try to find something. I'm quite sure that we're not in North Macedonia, since there's nothing as rural as this. Are there any kind of snow-capped mountains? Or should I head towards Italy or something like that?
You could try that if you want, yeah.
Don't know where actually, but yeah, no last second changes. But it was indeed Italy. Okay,
No, it was
crap. Ah,
France.
no, it was France. Well, okay. Well, yeah, surely super recognizable Parc National de la Vanoise. Yeah, sure. Okay. um, yeah. By the way, the city which is on the west of the location, Bonneval-sur-Arc, is a city in which I already planned at least once to go there in holiday, but since it never happened, I never recognized the location.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yep. I'm ready.
Okay, then 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, nice. Beautiful location so far.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't help, but it's still pretty.
Do you have any ideas?
I'm not even sure of the continent so far.
Yep.
Could it be some... the sun is just up. Yep. So could this be some kind of South African ground? Or some
South
Brazil?
Africa. I was thinking Brazil.
All these trees, some kind of specific trees like monkey puzzle trees. Don't think it's piranha pines, but I don't know if others can be found. This might be a little bit too hilly for Brazil, but yeah, could still be Brazil. Okay, let's try Brazil.
Yeah, I feel like that's the best I can reason.
At the moment, I'm in Rio Grande do Sul, but I'm trying to find some more decent mountains.
Yeah. I'm just west of Sao Paulo because why not?
Okay. Yeah, well, I really hope that it's not some weird Indonesia or stuff like that. But
It
I really
could
don't have
be,
it.
but
Yeah, I think that if it is, I couldn't anyway have enough reasons to move towards that. And some mountains are at our
yeah, I
west.
feel like assuming that is the back of the car that we see in blue feels more
Yes,
like we're driving on the right. So
yes, you're right. Okay, unexpected.
Mexico.
I don't know what, but maybe the only thing that could make me doubt of Brazil was the relative. It was maybe too hilly, but there are still some spots in Brazil in which you can find this kind of fields. But yeah, okay, I never expected to be that far north. The sun wasn't trustworthy anyway. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Now this time the sun can be trusted, and this time it could be Brazil, in fact. I feel like piranha pines is always a tip too easy, so they will never feature them in this kind of maps. But yeah, I feel like yes.
You know, it's really funny. We're driving on the left, so I think this is actually South Africa this time.
Oh, come on. Okay, yeah, you might be. But we don't see the yellow lines on each side of the road.
There is a yellow line on the right side of the road. Like
Yes, but it's
east.
okay. It's kind of erased. Okay, yes, you're totally right. Then it changes things a bit. So we could be in Limpopo, like in the east of Polokwane, maybe.
Okay, you can go there.
Which
I was thinking kind of south of Eswatini, somewhere there. So I
okay,
think
okay.
that's a good split anyway.
Yep. I'm trying to look at something in which you can have both hills, red dirt, and yeah, and quite green vegetation. I feel like I'm on the right area, but I'll try to find something matching. We're probably on a yellow road, given how big it looks.
I agree. I'm sticking with where I am.
Yep, I didn't manage to find an angle, a satisfying angle. 109 kilometers. Okay.
That's decent.
It wasn't a yellow road, hence why I wasn't able to find that.
Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate that.
All right. One more round.
Where did we got the others? We had
Mexico, South Africa,
France,
and somewhere else.
and Alaska.
Alaska, yeah, right.
So yeah, basically. So yeah, no South Africa, but no Asia so far, and no Oceania either. So it could be one of these two. Okay.
All right.
I'm ready.
Then 3, 2, 1, go.
Interesting. I probably won't be remembering this last round afterwards. We'll just say that it will be the end of the no move tournament. That will be it.
Yeah.
So we went South Africa, but I really can't identify this.
I have 2 ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about either of them. But my first idea was something like a national park in something like Kenya or Uganda, but I don't think they'd have Gen 4 coverage. And my second idea was Australia, but I don't necessarily know where that would be.
Wow. Yep. Australia could be a possibility given some mapper meter stuff, but yeah, it's.
Oh, is it ever? Is it ever that national park in Sri Lanka?
I don't know what you're talking about, but if you have an idea, go for it, because it will be way better than anything that I could think about so far.
Yeah, I don't know which one it was, but I might go for that.
I'm staying New South Wales.
Yep. Queensland, sure. Well, it was Australia.
Yeah, well, I should have just stayed in Queensland. 894 kilometers, by the way, I just forgot to mention.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like today
lots of
wasn't
0
our best
points,
day.
by the way. Sorry, I misunderstood you.
I feel like today wasn't our best day.
Yeah, I feel like we did some pretty good practice seeds, in fact. But yeah, I felt like in other tournaments that I played, the fact that the locations were mapped was quite helpful. In this round, this week, it wasn't the case. Like I felt more often purposefully lost by the mapper rather than a bit helped by a tip, which could have been hidden somewhere in the landscape. So yeah, really difficult. difficult seeds overall.
Yeah. I guess we'll finish somewhere in around the middle to slightly below that, which is not great,
Probably
but
slightly below, but yeah, given how tough the field is, I'm already satisfied to even make some decent guesses here. To
yeah.
be honest, with you, I know that I'm not a very good no moving player, and I know how good these players are. On the contrary, so yeah, it's the comparison is always difficult since you know that you'll be behind lots of players, but you know that all of these players are really extremely strong players.
Mm,
So, like you basically among the contenders, you might have 5 of the 10 best no moving players in the world, probably.
mm,
So it might help you. How to say it? It might not feel that bad when you consider that if you finish behind
yeah.
players which would anyway finish in front of you. It's
It
not
helps.
that
It helps contextualize.
exactly.
All right.
Where are we rated? Yeah, okay.
9,
We're
and we'll be
ninth, but
dropped behind
several
that.
teams do not. Okay.
That for sure. Yeah, it should be 12 or 13th.
Yeah, we're 12th at
Probably,
the moment, and
yeah,
probably
13th, I'm gonna say.
maybe 13th.
Maybe
Yes,
maybe
if
even
the
14th if it goes
Mhm.
badly. Well,
But still, we're finishing near some very decent players like yeah, Ottawa, Clermont-Ferrand, or super strong players, and we're like 5 points behind them.
yeah.
And they are really decent in the moving as well. And just take a look at the very first finishers, like Harmless Party. I don't need to comment. Blinky Kodiak the same. Fly Me and Le Brigand are 2 really well-known no-moving players on the French community, so it's not a big surprise for me. Like, it is basically their favorite mode, and they are really excellent at that. Kratzo, Zifuku, it's the same. They did really well on the French Cup recently, and they are super strong no-moving players as well. They both are really spending a lot of time on Plunkett. And Consus Mip Dementra is a super strong team as well. So yeah, basically the top 10 players were basically world class and potential World Cup contenders to me. So on no moving modes at least.
Yeah.
When you consider this, you realize that the average level of this tournament is super high anyway. So
Yeah.
it's not humiliating to not to be able to finish ahead of these guys.
Yeah. All right. Just give me like 1 minute. I'm just gonna quickly end the stream. I'll be
Okay.
right back. All right. So, yeah, we're gonna finish probably 12th, 13th, 14th. Probably not 12th, actually, but whatever. Overall, went okay. Some good guesses here and there. Some not so good guesses here and there. You saw. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you still enjoyed. Enjoyed us suffering through some of those locations and some of the better guesses. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys some other time. We'll see when exactly that will be. I'm not sure yet. Till next time. Bye.